Hey grade 5-6, welcome to our art lesson. These lessons are going to go over 2 weeks, and what we are doing is we're looking at the elements of art. We're looking at 3 of these, so before we do anything else, I want you to go and watch the elements of art video that I've posted and then come back to this one. What we're doing in our art lesson today is we are looking at 3 of the elements of art. We're looking at colour, line and shape. Okay, so we're going to address them at different parts in our artwork, but I'm going to show you the start when we're addressing line in our artwork. So you will need a black fine liner. It can be a marker or even a pen, something not too thick, but not too thin. You need to be able to see it. So you're going to start this part of your lesson by starting in the corner, and you are drawing a continuous line. Now this has to be the longest line that you can make. You are not lifting your hand off the page. It is continuous, so it's important that you keep going. Now these can be straight lines, wavy lines, zigzags, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and start. It's important that if you start up around the corner, no matter where you go, we're going to end up in that same spot. Okay? So let's get started. It's also important that you are not overlapping your lines so they never cross. Okay, so notice how I'm not taking my finger off at all. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish this. Okay, grade 5-6, it's been a few more minutes. I am picking up. Okay, grade 5-6, so here I am picking up where I left off. I have not taken my hand off the page at all. It's quite tricky. It sounds easy, but it's quite hard. Now I'm making sure that I am not touching anywhere else, not overlapping my lines. It's quite hard by filming. And I'm going to make sure that I end up back where I started. Okay, that's really important. So my loop is going to end up, my longest line, back up in that same point. Oof. Now that we've done our longest line and our black marker, we need to go ahead and address shape in our artwork. We've done line, we need to do shape. We're not up to colour yet. So for shape, what I want you to do is get a pencil, and you are going to draw on your page over these lines at least 3 geometric shapes. Okay, now these are flat shapes, so for example you might draw a circle, a triangle and a square. So you can go freehand. They can't be really small. They need to be nice, big shapes. Or you might choose to walk around your house or the school if you're at school and get some things that you can trace. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, trace around this circle, and I'm going to add some more shapes. I've gone ahead and traced my geometric shapes. It's a little bit hard to see because it's in grey lead pencil, but you can see I've used a little bit of cardboard that I found in the art room. I've traced around it. Here I've got my circle, I've used a lid, you might use some sticky tape or go freehand. Here it's really hard to see, but I've got a triangle, and I did that one freehand. So we've addressed line with our longest line, we've addressed shape by tracing our geometric shapes. Now we need to add colour. So now grade 5-6 we add colour. So we add the final element of art to our artwork. So adding colour, each one of your shapes, you'll be choosing a different monochromatic colour scheme. Now you might remember monochromatic colour means the colours are in variations of the same colour. So for example, if you were to choose green, you might have a light green, a forest green, lime green and so on. If you chose purple, you might have a dark purple, a light purple, and something that more borders on pink. Again, if you have orange, you might choose a really bright tangerine kind of orange, more of a peachy colour, and then a burnt orange. Okay, there's lots of different options. So each shape must be coloured in a different monochromatic colour scheme. So this is where we address colour in our artwork. So I'm going to use these colours here. I'm going to go greens for my circle, purples for my rectangle here, and these orange colours for my triangle. starting to add green to my picture, and I'm using the longest line that we did as a sort of border for my coloring. Okay, so I'm going to go up to that edge there, and I'm going to come down, and you can see it's going to go all the way in here, all the way, and it goes down to that edge. There's also a little gap in here, and it comes through, and it goes all the way here, here, and all the way here. That part's going to be this green. Then I would stop with that texture, and maybe I might go over here and choose a different green, maybe a dark green pencil, and then I would choose another part. So some parts are going to be really long like that, and then other parts are going to be really small. For example, this part here is only going to be a small amount of color. So grade 5-6, here is my monochromatic green circle. So you can see that I have stopped at my pencil line, and I have used different shades of the same color. So they're all green, but they're different types of greens. So I've finished my circle. I'm going to go on to my rectangle and then finish with my triangle. Now, if you have more shapes than me, that's completely fine. So if you have a hexagon, if you have a square, completely fine. So let's go ahead and color the rest. So here I've added my orange monochromatic rectangle, and if I move up here, I've done my purple monochromatic triangle. So now the final thing that I need to do is need to get my fine liner or Sharpie or pen, my black pen, and I need to go around the edge just to make those colors pop out of the page. Okay, grade 5-6, that's the end of our lesson. You have 2 weeks to complete this one, and we are looking at 3 of the elements of art. We're looking at shape, line, and color. I look forward to seeing your results. See ya!